don't really know what this video is going to be about. Just showing me struggle on sports shot, and throwing on sports shot. Not really getting too much out of it right now, other than my mechanics are weird, so don't know. We'll see. Hello, we are once again here for Lakeside's Eliminators. This time it's a scratch event. Last time I tried one of these, I was out of sorts and terrible and went home after game one because nothing worked. But I got coaching right after that and things worked again. Last time I bowled was 2 weeks ago where I bowled the one from last video. Hi, Brandon. Haven't bowled a couple weeks because last weekend I went to watch Brandon bowl a PBA regional. Watched the video for that one coming out pretty soon, and just stuff. So coming here feeling pretty good about it tonight, but this is going to be a learning experience. This is a sports shot. This is a scratch. This is a bunch of good bowlers around me. I'm just going to bowl and play my game and learn from it. Hopefully this time I'll actually have mechanical soundness to work from and actually like learn a few things rather than just being like, I don't know what's going on. So we'll see. Going ready to bowl.
So this is going to include a lot of me struggling. This was a very difficult shot, and even small misses lead to big whiffs.
Low outside. Sport shot. The weirdness of in practice I was looking kind of okay. Bowling starts.
Overthinking.
Pardon?
Overthinking.
Yes, that is me.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Don't overthink.
I know.
Don't overthink.
Probably not overthink. I have to think about not thinking.
So my shot making was pretty bad for a lot of this.
Sit.
Compounded by the fact that I think I was in the wrong ball to start. A lot of these shots, both here and ones I'm not playing in the video, have the Proton diving a fair bit.
Oh, those are hard. That's where I want to throw it. I just gotta decide if I should move off of that or consider that. Because he just did the same ASIM to SIM change. Here's the question. If I move, I'm going to suddenly start putting the ball out of bounds because it's a hard shot. Or I change something a little bit less flare. I don't know. Do you have an opinion?
Try it. Worst that can happen is a makeable.
Yep. Because it might be a situation where I need a little bit less finish. Because that was a good shot that I threw, last two shots, including the spare before it, where I came off my hand the way I wanted to, where I wanted to go, and a little bit too much at the end.
So thanks to Brandon giving me a little bit of a nudge, I went ahead and went into the summit, which it took me a little while to adjust to it, but
Okay, I can work with that.
it was a good shape and was something I could definitely adjust from. Even if my shot making is still crap.
This much inside, that's the kind of midstream you don't have on a shot like this. Yeah, that's what sport is about. It's about making your shot. Because you ain't got your miss room.
But I still had some good shots in me, where things actually came together and things looked good. And it definitely made me feel good about the summit.
It can be done. Yay, it takes 8 frames.
Overall, though, the first game especially was just a complete miserable experience. My mechanics were off by a lot. My grip was kind of terrible. I missed a lot of easy spares.
Real bad.
Most of them involved in the head pin.
That is,
which I guess if I'm missing the head pin all night, that doesn't make them easy spares, actually.
Okay, that's a thing. Damn it. Power! That'll be in slow motion in the vlog. Crumpled the bucket. Was that a miss? Or was that a good shot that I need to adjust into?
In the end, I went ahead and moved a little bit off of the shot, and other than this here, where I just yanked my knee hurt, things actually got a little bit better. Had a pretty nice look.
Finish.
And actually strung some marks together.
That was a little bit louder of a clap than it necessarily was worth, but hey. Too much.
I'll let you know it by looking at these shots. But I think I did find the happy place for the summit. It's definitely been a bad ball for me on house type shots, but on this sport shot in particular at least, it was a good control-y round option, which kept me in the pocket for the most part, unless I threw it terribly, and it actually carried pretty well. I didn't really leave anything like 10 pins with it. So it was a pretty fun night throwing it for once. Even though I left something really weird here. In the 10th, because this game was already really, really low, I went ahead and tried to throw the absolute power for a little bit of science to see how it would behave.
That was the power. I've been throwing the summit, but that was science and it worked.
And that first shot was good. I went ahead and see if I could maybe throw it a little bit harder, with a little bit more business on it.
That was me giving it the business. Looked fine.
Which I felt gave me a pretty good look with it, and I went ahead and decided to take it with me when we moved pairs into game number 3. Game 3 didn't start off well. We moved pairs, and I kept grabbing it, including on the spare.
Hard way. Nope.
And so it was feeling a little bit funky after these shots. But after making another single pin spare, which I was doing pretty well on tonight, went back, talked to Chrissy a bit, and figured it out.
And that's 2 I've tugged. Pretty sure it's... I come in, I end up pointing it at the line. I need to slow down. Going the way I was missing, that is probably me trying too hard.
Yeah.
Is that an onion ring?
Here's right.
I don't care.
That's why I offered it to you.
Slow down a little bit.
Those words to myself were really, really important.
I think I'll slow down a little bit.
Even slowing down, though, my shot making wasn't great in the middle of this. I was lucky in that I was able to pick up most of my spares through it, so my score wasn't as badly affected.
That's not how we drove that up. 4 clean frames in a row. At this point, I think my issue right now is this shot making. I'm just not making good shots because I'm just not consistent.
But I settled in a bit and actually had a pretty good run this game. So these strikes weren't necessarily consecutive, but I did have a couple doubles here. Game was kind of tweaked by having another missed spare based around a head pin. But overall, I was a lot happier with the outcome of this game than I was with the previous two.
Right, but good. Yeah, that's fine. The first ball I threw in the 10s was the best ball I've thrown all day.
It looks good.
Best game of the night. Yeah, that's good. I'm getting better each game. My mechanics are getting more sound each game. Yeah, no, that first ball in the 10s was really, really good. My mechanics were really good. My timing was fantastic. It was comfortable. Yeah. Okay. Going to game 4. I know I haven't talked to the camera very much tonight in between games because it's been a night that involved a lot of thinking. For the most part, I'm just not executing my shot very well. Some of it is trying to figure out what I need to do out here and just trying to learn how the shot's moving around. Some of it just I'm not throwing good shots, and that's okay. I know my consistency is low. I need to up that part of my game a little bit. It's an experience. It's hard. It's challenging, but you know it's worth it. Tonight is a much more learning experience than it was before, so that's positive. Missed a little right. You actually moved a little more left.
Okay.
I thought there was playing. I don't know. I'm not sure why it worked. It did. Something about my brain.
There's one common thread in this early part of this game.
Whoa! Hello. Okay. I thought it was good.
and that is the power started diving on me. Some of it is I wasn't able to get far enough to the right to give it room, but even when I did, it just started tipping over and coming across the face a little too much.
Whoa, too much.
So I was able to adjust a little bit more off of it to give it a bit more room and maybe be okay. But after throwing these last couple of shots,
Nope.
I needed to go and have another couple thoughts.
I'm thinking about trying the Zen just because I'm having a hard time just even getting this ball through the heads. To be fair, part of that is me missing my shot.
That's the thing.
But even when I think it's still diving a fair bit.
The thought process here being that the Zens cover probably close to the absolute power at this point, but the core is a little bit less sharp and the drilling is a lot less sharp.
Zen ball good. All right, science worked. Hey, I just made a good ball change again.
And I was really happy about that. It was probably the best feeling I've had all night in terms of the way I was throwing it and thinking about it. So it was had me in a really good place as this game finished.
One really big positive. I am 8 for 8 on single pins. Yeah, that's a good takeaway tonight.
Yeah, my single pin spares were making me happy tonight. My other spares really weren't. But the Zen was a good choice. It actually, the way this pattern had broken down, it made a nice, easy place to throw the ball into and let it just sort of walk its way in the pocket. It was a really good look for the Zen, to the point where I even had a shot for 200 right here if I doubled.
Ah! No!
And I didn't. So I was sad.
I just got so out of sorts in that shot. Damn it.
And this last shot of the night just sums up the way my head pin base spares were all night. I was done with it.
6-9, pretty good series. If it was 3 games. I am tired. I'm gonna go home and talk about this when I get at home. Bye.
So I'm here. Time to sum up everything that I took away from this really challenging night on a sports shot. First point is obviously my shot repetition is just terrible. It is better than it has been, but sports shots really highlight how far I have to go to improve. I'm doing well on easier patterns, but anything that's flat like this, and this pattern was like 2.5 to 1 ratio. It was not like flat, but it was still, you had to be good with your shots. I'm just not consistent enough to do that. Also, for whatever reason, probably because hitting the head pin with the first shot was so hard, I was terrible on any spares that involved the head pin. I left 9 of them and I made 3 of them. That was 6 basically unforced errors that were just free open that I just threw out into the wind. That's the one thing I feel really bad about this night. I feel like other than starting with the Proton, I made some really good ball choices. Switching to the Summit when the Proton was too divey was a great choice. I just don't think I trusted it initially to go with it, but it was a good look and it actually served me pretty well. Once it started to be a little bit fuzzy, I tried some science with the absolute power. It worked. So I went ahead and stuck with that, and that gave me some room to play with and with some good shots. And once it started diving across the head pin, swap to the Zen was a great look. So I think that overall, I had a good experience in terms of recognizing what my shot was doing and how to adjust from it. The ball changes were good. I felt good about those tonight. And also, as noted, I was a perfect 9 for 9 on single pins. When I was throwing the green ball, for the most part, I was good. And that gave me a good feeling over the course of the night. And so that was a big positive I can take away as well. So the real summary is just my physical game is still really inconsistent to the point where sports shots are going to continue to be super challenging. But I'm getting better at my eyes seeing what my ball is doing and recognizing that and making good choices off of that. That was good. My spare shooting is still pretty good with my green ball. And other than that, no, I need to practice more. I need to go out there, keep working to reinforce the things that Will showed me that I know I need to do and just get better. And that's why we bowl these. Next video, I'm going to be bowling once again in the handicap eliminators. These are ones where I've qualified second 2 in a row. So going to go ahead and go into that one feeling really positive. And hopefully in the next video, you get to see me being happy again. So we'll see how it all goes. Thank you again, as always, for watching. Even if this was one where I was not having a great night, good luck and good bowling.